Head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, this is Daryl Vidal, longtime fan. It's time to trade David Njoku, don't you think? Trade him for a wide receiver. Also, no one's talking about Andrew Berry's performance. I think that he's doing a great job, and the talent level is no good. It's terrible. And he's taking advantage of it by giving the John Watson. Giving away those picks means absolutely nothing because there's no talent. Thank you.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Tyler Johnson, Faithful Dogs podcast, as well as Network 216. So, Tyler, I don't want to trade David Njoku. About the job Andrew Berry's done, I like this one just like I like the Amari Cooper trade. Pick 42 for Elijah Moore and a third-round pick. Just your thoughts. When I say that, your thoughts.
I'm pretty ecstatic, Dave. I have been an Elijah Moore fan since he was coming out of Mississippi, and he is just an amazing talent for the Browns first and foremost. I mean, this is a guy that can play inside. He can play outside. He can do a little bit of everything you want him to do. And keep in mind with the Jets, I mean, his rookie year, even playing with Zach Wilson, he still had 43 receptions, 538 yards, and 5 touchdowns, 71.2 overall grade. This past year obviously struggled a little bit more, but keep in mind, he demanded a trade from the Jets. Once he did, they pretty much, one, they made him inactive a couple times, and two, even when he was active, they didn't make an attempt to get him the ball. So this is just another great job by Andrew Berry. Really cheap contract too. If you look at the money that he has owed the next 2 years, $1.4 million in 2023. So this coming season, $1.8 million in 2024. He's still only 22 years old. So you have a plan in place you have Donovan Peoples-Jones, Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, David Bell. I think they still could draft somebody, but it's Andrew Berry once again, just making really good value with the assets that he has. And I love this move. I'm seriously over the moon for this type of acquisition.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's take a look at what his scouting profile was coming out. So the prospect grade was pretty high. You see the athleticism in the times. Also very high. 6.43 means he's a borderline. He's a starter and a borderline top of the line starter. You go even a little bit deeper. The comps are to Antonio Brown. He was projected to go round 1 or 2. He ended up going with the second pick in the second round. Ultra competitive slot target with the talent and mindset to handle a heavy amount of targets and shine in the process. Not very big, but stronger than many might think and the measurables might show. So again, it's a guy that has been underutilized with the Jets. Love the comp, and he's going to have a massive chip on his shoulder. The one thing that's a little bit of a downside, it's his third year. There is no fifth-year option because he was the second pick in the second round. That's the only downside to Elijah Moore. Again, I'm not sure what happened in New York. I'm with you. He demanded a trade, and he thought the offensive coordinator was not playing to his strengths. We'll say that. We'll say that politely.
Yeah, Elijah Moore, again, this is a guy who I think is going to come in, and it would not Amari Cooper is going to get his targets, there's no doubt. It would not surprise me if Elijah Moore became a focal point of this offense. Again, he can play. They mentioned him as a slot, but even before this year, he played actually a good amount for the Jets on the outside. He has the ability to separate on the outside. So even though he is the shorter stature, he can make plays outside, inside. That's perfect versatility for what the Browns want to do. And again, Amari Cooper, we know that he's going to be 30 here soon. At the end of the season, we don't know what his status is going to be with the team, because keep in mind, after this year, the Browns could possibly move on and save $20 million in cap space. And we know the cap issues that the Browns are going to have these next couple of years. Elijah Moore has a really good year. You can extend him. You still have Donovan Peoples-Jones, who they could extend at a reasonable price. There's a chance that not only is this a move now for the Browns, but this is a future move. And Elijah Moore isn't only a part of the Browns' present, but could be a big part of their future as well.